Our case is Mr. William J. McGee. Mr. McGee, would you give us your full name and DOC number?
William Jason McGee, 438-544.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. Mr. McGee, let me explain our process to you. I'm going to read some information into the record, and then we're going to conduct a parole interview with you. At the appropriate time, we'll allow those persons who wish to have input to speak. Presently, today on your behalf will be your sister, Stacy Haley, and your brother, Andy McGee, is present but will not be speaking. After we have the hearing, you'll have an opportunity to address the board, tell us anything that you'd like to tell us, and then we'd vote. You understand our process?
Yes, sir.
This is the matter of William J. McGee, 438-544, date of birth, November the 20th of 1975. He is a fourth-class felony offender. He has an adjusted good time date of December the 9th of 2024, parole eligibility date of December the 5th of 2023, full-term date of December the 5th of 2038. He's currently serving a 20-year sentence on the charges of possession of methamphetamines, distribution of methamphetamines, and possession of methamphetamines, having been sentenced on 12/19 of 2018 and August the 23rd of 2019. Is all of that information basically correct, Mr. McGee?
I want to say the possession charge got dropped when I took the two 10s on the distribution.
All right, okay. You're talking about the possession of methamphetamine charges?
Yes, sir. They dropped all that. If I took 20 on the 2 10s run consecutive on the distribution.
Well, your total sentence is 20 years. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's true.
Your case has been assigned to Mr. Alvin Roche. Would you please answer Mr. Roche's questions, please?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. McGee. Good afternoon, Mr. McGee.
Good afternoon to you too. Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
Good. Mr. McGee, my records show that on February 5th of 2019, you were convicted of possession of meth, received a 10-year sentence, and that sentence was originally sentenced in 2015. Is that correct?
That's no, sir. I got two different charges.
I know, but one, you were originally sentenced November 3rd, 2015. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then you were revoked for multiple technical violations in 2019. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Then you have another conviction for possession of meth. Okay, it was on the same day. Okay, good. All right. I see where you're going. Okay.
Yes, sir.
It was the same offense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. McGee, you're 47 years old. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you've been convicted of 4 felonies.
Yes, sir.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you served about 4.5 years on a 20-year sentence. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So you really had served 25% of your sentence yet. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
But I see where you've earned 360 days of good time. Tell me about the program you've completed.
Well, at different places, like at Concordia, Miss Book was over there. And,
Sir, tell me the programs you've completed.
Anger management,
Taking substance abuse.
Yes, sir.
So tell me what substance abuse program.
What classes did you take for substance abuse?
I'm trying to think where I took it at.
What happened? Did you take, which ones did you take?
Mr. McGee,
Yes, sir.
take a deep breath. You're nervous.
I really, I am.
That's all right. Take a deep breath. You're only having a conversation. And then think about exactly, you have 360 days of good time. So I'm gonna help you a little bit, okay?
Right.
You've taken anger management. You've taken 100 hours pre-release. You went to the Blue Walters program in 2016. And you've taken Louisiana Risk Management 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
So any other program?
Parenting, I took it.
Yeah.
I took it. It was the last one I've taken was parenting.
Okay. And I see where you're taking the first phase of living in balance.
Yes, sir, I did. I took it.
What you think? You didn't complete living in balance. Why?
I got shipped.
Okay.
I had one class left and I got shipped from DC2 to Catahoula.
Okay. So tell me, why are you incarcerated right now? Tell me the reason why you're incarcerated.
For selling drugs.
You're a drug dealer.
I was at one time, yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me, how long were you in the drug dealer business?
Probably just a couple, not very long.
Mr. McGee, this is the day to be honest.
I am. I wasn't in it very long. They got me.
How long you been doing drugs?
You've been convicted of 4 felonies. Tell me what the 4 felonies were.
DWI,
Yes, yes.
distribution, and distribution.
And you had 2 or 3 other DWI arrests.
Right, yes, sir.
So did you ever consume any of your products when you were selling drugs?
Not very, yeah, yes, sir, I did. I did. I'm not gonna lie to you, I did.
Okay, so when did you start using drugs?
At about when I was 19.
So you didn't use any drugs, didn't smoke any marijuana before you were 19 years old?
No, sir.
How long did you use drugs?
Off and on to about 2018.
Okay, so what was your drug of choice?
Methamphetamine.
Meth.
Yes, sir.
The most difficult drug to break the habit from.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
Did you ever abuse alcohol?
I haven't drank a drop of alcohol since 2001.
So why all the DWI?
It was all back to back in a short period of time. I went on a binge, and that happened real fast.
Okay. What was your drug? What was your alcohol of choice?
Beer.
Okay. So you got your first DWI in 1995.
Yes, sir.
And then you got one in 1997, another one in 1997. And then in 2002, 5 years later, another DWI. So I'm counting almost 10 years where you were arrested for DWI.
Yes, sir. It was the second and third one was back to back. I want to say,
So tell me what you went to Blue Walters
yes, sir.
and it didn't do you any good. Am
Yes,
I
sir.
right?
Yes, sir. But
You came back and you had arrest for drug paraphernalia, possession of meth after Blue Walters. Is that correct?
yes, sir.
Possession of Schedule 2, drug paraphernalia in 2018. So, do you have a problem?
Yes, sir.
What's your problem?
Myself.
You're a drug addict. You're a
Yes,
drug
sir.
addict.
Yes, sir. Drug addict.
What are you gonna do about it?
Well, I through this time I've been down right now, I've the classes I have taken, I've listened and listened to the teachers talking to me that knew, like, risk factors, like justify and blame. At a long time, I would justify whatever I was doing, make it sound good, and blame everybody out here, when the whole time it was right here. It was me. It was nobody but me.
You're talking about Louisiana Risk Management Model 1 and 2.
Yes, sir.
Now, according to the Catahoula Parish Sheriff's Office, you have an outstanding warrant and detained for your arrest for felony stalking. So tell me about that.
When was it issued? Because I knew nothing about it.
It was
I was
issued.
married, when I was married.
Sir, you asked me a question. Let me answer.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Just relax. It was issued in June of 2018. And it's still active.
All right, well,
And the charges are still pending in court in Catahoula Parish.
I was married to a woman from down there. And at the time, I was she put a restraint or whatever on me, okay? Well, I went to jail. And the next day, she come to the courthouse and visited me. And the Bubba, his name, Bubba. Anyway, one of the investigators, he seen her come visit me, and he supposed to took care of that, really.
Okay, now, are we talking about Liz McGee?
Yeah, yes, sir, exactly.
And Liz McGee has taken a statement opposing your early release, and she gave me permission to tell you what this statement was all about. She states that she is opposed. She also states that she is divorced from you, but she's continued to try to contact her and making threats. You call from the prison. She's tried to block your calls, but you continue to try to speak with her. What do you have to say about that?
Sir, I haven't talked to her in years.
Yes.
But that's how she.
Have you attempted to call her?
No, sir. That's how she is. She's a drama queen, and she won't leave nothing alone. I haven't talked to her in a very, very long time.
And you've not attempted to call her from the facility that you're housed in?
No, sir, I haven't.
Okay.
But, sir, that's how she is.
Okay, okay.
No.
While we on opposition, I need to tell you that you have opposition from the DA's office. Reed Walters, you have opposition from the sheriff's office in LaSalle Parish. And that's about all the opposition. Now, Mr. McGee, we both agree that you have a problem. Am I right?
Yes, sir. They have on Wednesday nights, and Gina, they have a Celebrate Recovery meeting, and I want to make that a priority.
Okay, now, Mr. McGee, I'm calling the shots here, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You need help, and you need the help before you release, so you'll have the ammunition to fight your addiction once you release. I'm going to propose to the panel this afternoon that you complete the 9-month Steve Paul Intensive Substance Abuse Program at Bossier meeting. That's the best program that the state of Louisiana has to offer. Are you willing to attend that program? And by the way you're shaking your head, you're saying, no, I'm not willing to get the help that I need.
I would be home before that 9 months is up.
You'll be home before that 9 months up. And how are you gonna do that?
Ain't got much longer than that.
Your good time date
The
is
24.
December 24, 18 months away. 18 months from now. And you're gonna tell me completing a 9-month substance abuse program, the best program the state of Louisiana has to offer, and you'll be home before the 9 months.
What if I take it? If I take it as soon as it's over, will I get released?
And I hope for it. You can put that on the
Okay,
table. right now.
okay. Mr. Chairman, I'm complete, the interview is complete.
Okay, thank you. Now we'll hear from Miss Stacy Haley, your sister. Miss Haley, can you hear us? You're on mute.
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell us what you'd like us to know about your brother.
Well, he's hard to understand. I know he's one-track mind. He's hard to get to understand. As you can very well see and hear. And I know he's determined and he wants to come home. I hope and I wish for him he will take the course for the 9 months to help him. After that time, you can see what's happening then. And I'm here to help him in any way I can. And I want him to be able to come home and have a good life.
Ms. Haley, thank you very much. I see how much you care for him, and I see how frustrating it is for you to want him to get help, and he doesn't get the help. Problem. He's lucky to have you in his life. So thank you very much for talking to us. Mr. McGee, is there anything you'd like to say to the board before the board votes?
Thank you. Jason clearly needs structure. He needs consistent structure and guidance from his organic brain injury to just his
Sir?
cognitive.
Sir, I'm
Yes,
sorry,
sir.
you tell us who you are? I'm sorry, I don't have you on the list, but just give us your name and tell us who you are.
My name's Andy McGee. I'm his half brother.
Okay. I do have you on the list, but I didn't think you were speaking. Go ahead.
Yes, sir, and I don't have to speak. I was there just to answer any medical questions related to his traumatic brain injury. I'm a physician. I'm his half brother. But anyway, he obviously needs substantial structure, and he would benefit from anything that obviously you and the organization would offer him. And I would highly suggest that he accept all the gracious therapy that can be given to him. Thank you.
Doctor, could you elaborate a little bit on his organic brain injuries?
Yes, sir. Hopefully it's in his file. I had sent a document kind of describing it. He had a pretty substantial three-wheeler accident when he was a preteen. He actually resulted in a major splenic injury. He had to be shipped to Oster Medical Center. He's got substantial encephalomalacia on his CAT scan, in addition to whatever his cognitive baseline is. So he essentially has probably inherent cognitive abilities of a certain level, but exacerbated by traumatic brain injury. It should hopefully that's listed in his medical record.
Thank you, Doctor. It's helpful for us to hear it firsthand, though. So thank you very much.
Thank
Mr.
you.
Mr. McGee, is there anything you'd like to say to us before we vote?
We're talking to you now.
Oh, I appreciate y'all giving me a chance to come home early. I want to do what I got to do to get with my family as soon as I can.
Thank you, Mr. McGee. We appreciate your comments.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. McGee, based upon an extensive criminal background, your fourth felony offender, opposition from law enforcement, DA's office, an active retainer, a history of drugs and alcohol, my vote is to deny your request.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Mr. Roger, plus the fact that he's not willing to take the treatment, and he has all of those DWIs. I just think he's a public safety risk.
Can I take it?
So we voted.
Can I take the treatment?
Mr. McGee, you have two votes to deny your parole. I would suggest strongly that you try to get in whatever programs are available for you there. We will recommend that you try to get in them if you want to get in them. That's up to you. Your parole has been denied today. Good luck to you. We will be adjourned at Southwest Work Release Program.